I have to try again to make another video here because the first video was just so much emotion. I was just like, these perps, the way they come up with stories and wanting me to subscribe to that. For me, I'm like, I can't wait to crash out when I see you. Let me just calm down because he's going there already. Let me just say this. What you're seeing here is pictures of a few things. The men that you see on the left are who destroyed my life. They put me in this program, and ever since then, my life has been destroyed. They put me in a program where being a target vigil, or what you hear about being called target vigil, is a program where your whole life is destroyed. A lot of effort is put in your destruction of your life. And you become a test subject where the government put a lot of effort in doing a lot of negative things towards you. And the reason why they do that is obviously not because you're a special person or because you are worth all the effort. It's because you're being utilized as a guinea pig. They're developing technology that can rewire and alter your mind and change your brain in so many different ways. And I deal with V2K, synthetic telepathy, which is what you've heard about, like the manipulations and the rewiring and the thought process and the memories and all kind of things being implanted in mental bottles that they create. And then there is the directed energy that also destroys your body, that destroys your health. And there's an ecosystem of people who then, when you're being manipulated, they try to implant this retardation of logicness, of rationality. I'm trying to get away from logic because they try to play with my brain with rationality. They implant rationality that is pure fucking retardation. They manipulate you in real time and they're degrading the most disgusting ways. And they do these things systematically because the testimonials of others mention the same type of tactics that you experience. But they still want you to believe that you're not being manipulated. You, and I'm speaking, when I say you, I'm talking about me in this case. As a target individual, I'm not being manipulated the same way they manipulate the others. For me, it's not manipulation. It's mining, it's matching, we just find that in your brain, we just expose what was in your brain. But in fact, it's you again, you were that when you were a child. Some fucking retarded shit. And the truth is, they're manipulating you to have experiences that are degrading, and they do that toward the children of all aged babies. And with me, what they try to do is like, no, but with you when you were a child, when you were a kid. Remember what you did when you were in middle school? That's proof. And they bring up this dumb thing that I forgot about because not even dumb, this inappropriate act of a child that did something to himself when he was in middle school, never did it again, and forgot about it. And the reason why they use that, it gives them a way to make it look like they're not manipulating the brain to have these experiences, but they're just making my brain a child's brain again. When in reality, they do the same things to other target individuals. And they use the people that you see on the right to gaslight you to have this rationality of pure retardation. Because who turns into a child again? And of course, that was not even me when I was a child. You just make me have these experiences. And guess what? They even go into memories as me as a child and make me have the same experiences. To match. These people are serious in the fucking retardation that they're supposed to implant in my brain in the sense of rationality. Now, you've seen a lot of my video. This is now going to internalization. It goes to another side. It's going to agitation. It gets into rage, anger. And you know what this is going to end up going to. And guess who's pushing that stupidity? People know that much. That looks like those people on the right. Can you imagine seeing people like that try to gaslight you into accepting the storylines? It goes further. And this is why I'm making this video. The people on the left put me in this program. These people work for a company that sells industrial supply. I used to work for that company, a very, very influenceable company that sells these products. They don't sell anything. This is not a science company, okay? They sell, basically, they want to, let's just call it, I don't want to go too much in details, but let's just say that they specialize in special industrial supplies. That's not too science related. Um, it's really, very just industrially, businesses. And the biggest sellers are definitely non-science like stuff. And it's just, yeah, they're known for industry stuff. And I don't want to go too much in details because you probably will know exactly the company I'm talking about. And they're very influenceable in this country. I used to work for them, and I believe the guy on top of there, the big guy, was the person who put me in this program. And who you see with the dark hair was my direct manager. And, obviously he was in cahoots and involved in that. But the guy above is who put me in that program. And he was the vice president in this company, one of the VPs. Very, very influenceable person at that company. But within my department, this guy there below was one also. It was a manager within my little segment of the team, and he was my manager. With my little segment of the department, I should say. And they put me in this program. Now today, these people you see on the right, they tell me that they're gonna be implanting child porn to frame me. Let me repeat that. They will frame me by implanting children being raped. Child porn. And by the way, because they've been telling me they're going to implant child porn, and they've been saying that for a long time, also then they start making me imagine some stories. Now, like I said, in this program, and mind you, this is 2025. Also then, now that they like getting close to the point where they tell me even it's done, that they already did this, actually, that we'll find out. They start making me imagine the story of when I was back at the office there, and when I was working there. And I used to have a cubicle in front of this guy here. He was behind me. And one day I heard somebody say, so we did, he came out, and and somebody came, and came to his desk, and it was like, we didn't find anything much. The only thing, someone saw something here is this, and he's just like dropping papers. Like I couldn't find anything, but something that we saw here that is, there's maybe something here that we see, but we didn't see much. There was not much here. But it's like, yeah, here's something here. This some like basically showing some kind of result or something that he asked for, and came out with not finding much, but there was like this thing here, and that's the only thing that's close to anything that we saw. Now, guess what? The convenience store is being implemented here. Guess what storyline the people who saying they're going to implant child porn are coming up? There's like, yeah, what they were doing is like they're going through everything, your digital footprint, and he was presenting to this guy, which conveniently when he's behind me and talking out loud, I was like, yeah, we didn't see much there, but there, we saw something there, and that was child porn. This is what they're making me imagine. The people who tell me they're gonna frame me by playing child porn. That the people that sell these industrial supplies, that somebody come to the desk, to the cubicle behind me, To let them know that, oh, we didn't see anything here, nothing, we didn't see nothing much, oh, except that we just see that chapel. Guess who's coming up with the stories in my mind? Yes, this fucking trash over here who's telling me they're gonna implant child porn. It's like, yeah, and they're like, yeah, see, that's child porn. Trash ass. No, trash, you're gonna implant child porn. Now, I don't know what they were talking about, but that's why you create the story there. It's like, whatever they can, when they can come up with stories, if it's ambiguous enough, they have no shame in creating the story. It's gonna be so convenient. It's like cringy. It's like, oh, of course, the people who've been telling me for years they're going to plant child porn are coming up with these stories. And this trash there will try to sell love. I was like, I will swear to God, if you thought, because I know this kind of people, they live in a state of entitlement. An entitlement where they think that if we do stuff, it's our reality. They even say that. Meaning, we can make it real, even if it's not real. That's what they say. It's a reality. So, if we want that to be that, we're going to make it sound like it's that. That's what they were talking about. And guess what? We're going to behave like that's what they were talking about. Like that was true. That's not an imaginative thing that we're creating because we conveniently will implant child porn based on the story that we created. And even though it's definitely not that, for sure, if we're going to say is that, that's what they were talking about, that's what they were referring to, or that's what's being said, even though it wasn't, it's our reality. So we can come up with the stories, and we're going to sell this. I'm like, okay. And these people will do that in front of you and expect you to do nothing. That's the thing about them. I promise you, come with your reality in front of me. You're going to collide with reality. I promise you. I promise you, if you're willing to go through the valley of death, in your reality, let's go. I promise you. Come when you're not real, you see what's real. It is Nama's only purpose now. Now, I know these people are the nothings. It's the bottom feeders the government utilize to gaslight you, to break you down into this. They love this feeling of intoxicating because they can really recreate reality the way they want it. Because what's happening is like it's implanting your thought process. They can make you imagine whatever they want. They make you experience whatever they want. They can make you think however they want it. And so it is intoxicating that they can really recreate reality the way they want it. If they want me to imagine that this is what they were talking about, if clearly it wasn't, they're going to do that. They're not going to leave this fantasy. Now, what I believe they were talking about, when I was there, I know that they were trying to set me up with the coworkers. It was such a gaslighting area. Like, I know some of the coworkers wanted to make it look like they were threatened by me. I will go to some places, like let's say we had a meeting. I will see one of the colleagues be there before me, waiting for me to be there. I will sit somewhere. They'll sit next to me. They will try to ask me to like go to their houses and things like that. So I wonder like if they were trying to track if I was living at the same time with when somebody else was living or something like that. I think that's what they were trying to do, and finding out that it was all bullshit. But now they're just trying to repaint it in something else. try to redesign into something else. And these people there, they put me in a program to destroy me. Those colleagues, they'll try to set me up, frame me. And female colleagues, I should say. I had to talk to, like, it was one quit because of that. Because I ended up talking to him about it. It's like, what's going on here? People here are acting like I'm a safety hazard, this and that. They are behaving this way. So there was so much behind the scene things about me at the office and the coworkers that they, you know what I'm saying, I know they were doing. Now they put me in a program where no matter what's happening in the office, your life is fucked. And they were scared that I was gonna they were scared at some point, because they knew obviously that in what they put me into, things go left. Target individual lose their mind and cause mass shooting. Myron May, Aaron Alexis, Steve Marlowe. Even that was before that. That was after. That was this was before. So let's just say there was Aaron Alexis already. The murder and all the mass shootings already there. Myron May already. So there was already like a few mass shooters who blame being a target individual for their mass shootings and shooting up their work environment, by the way, specifically. And they put me in a program. In that program. So they were right to be scared of that. It's just I was unaware that I was a target individual. I just thought I was just being gaslighted at work. I thought it was just the work I was in. So I was gonna just quit and find a job where I'm not gonna be gaslighted. Because I didn't know what they put me into. And that's when things happen everywhere, like drastically. That's where, when I quit from that place, it's like at that time, that's where they start doing this thing everywhere. Like more obvious. It's like they're like, okay, wait till he leaves and then you can do your thing, because we don't want to be, you know, we don't want to, because for sure I knew they're the one who put me in this program. There's nobody else. I don't have doubt. I'm currently employed with these people. I will never, like, they didn't kill me. They didn't destroy me. They're just participants. But these people here are what you're saying here are the sole reason why my life is destroyed. I'm not talking about this little teenage trash that you see that they're nothing. That's what comes with the being put in this program. They're just part of this program. The people on the left, those are who destroy my life. This little trash there, they're the nothings involved in this program. They end up becoming those collateral damage, because they get involved in this performance so much that they forget that people are losing their mind and ready to crash out. One of these trash was really, she was like, "Yeah, I'm pedophile." Try to gaslight me that this story was that. Conveniently enough, that's why he's like. And by the way, yeah, he will say that right in front of him. If that was even true, that would be just for theatrics. Like, oh, but something there was where we saw something there. The only way that would be true would be like, we saw something there, which is clearly not true. No, these trash are planning to implant child porn. They've been trying to gaslight me. He's like, no, but they knew that you follow this person, because I followed this person in 2014 called Ocean on Snapchat. She looked like she was an adult. I follow on Snapchat. Never interacted with her ever. She looked so much like an adult. She looked like I was 27. She looked today. She's like 27 or 28. She looked the same. It's like she always looked like she was in her 20s when she was still not an adult. And I really thought she was just a college student. Never interacted with this person in my life. But they've been using, no, they saw you follow her. What? Never even interacted with this person. It's like following somebody that you see the story. Okay, oh, now what country she's in? Oh, cool, now she's in this country. Now she's in that country. Oh, wow, she's there. Never interacted with her. And by the way, these people there, the company that they work for, you know the Roy Moore character I keep bringing up? Yeah, that's what the company that doubled down on donating money to a man called Roy Moore after the allegation that he was doing things to a 14-year-old when he was 30 some years old. Yes, these people that you see there, if I say Roy Moore in their face, you should see how they react. Yeah, those people donate money to Roy Moore after the allegation that was doing things to 14-year-old kids when he was 32 years old. Yeah, those are the ones protecting children. And they're like, no, but he followed this person into stupidity. They sell industrial supplies. These clowns in this program, they're supposed to paint the target individual as a threat of all sorts, inclusive of threat to children. These clowns, by the way, this is 2018-ish, when the DOD, which is the real entity behind this program, not the fucking trash that you see here in their pajamas, were being ranked top tier pedophiles for, as you said, top tier child porn trafficking of the United States. Well, these clowns like, no, they saw how you follow in 2014 you followed Ocean. Trash ass. And today, guess what? Well, let me just add it to this. Yeah, the same people here are telling me they frame me with children, by the way, are the same people trying to gaslight me. It's like, you are a pedophile. I was like, trash, you are playing rape victim. This trash want me to subscribe to this story. Wow. Having children playing rape victims, act like they got raped, and want me to find them credible in the storylines that come up that's so retarded. And then because they manipulate me the way they manipulate other target visual, no, we're not manipulating, we're matching. And like, there's something, yes, there's top tier pedophiles known to be rewiring the brain, having children playing rape victims, people who saying they're going to play child porn, matching my brain, wink wink. Fucking clowns. And they come with the stories. And they're like, no, but they saw you with, I'm not going perfect, with, let's just say, Lady of the Nights. And I'm like, so? You think they don't do that? So what? It's my prerogative. I'm not in the office. And like, you see, it's like, trash, you bought your low life. You go and play child porn. And you tell me, and now you're coming up with this convenient story. Trash, I promise low life like them, I'm not going to allow them to live their fantasy. These people deserve to get killed. I'm telling you. I don't want to be, and I won't be the one doing it. But let's just say I will not just do nothing. I promise to these clowns coming in full performance mode who think that they think that I'm, and they call me an idiot. It's like, you're right. You must think I'm an idiot for me to think that I'm going to subscribe, for you to think that I'm going to subscribe to these things. You must be an idiot to think I'm just going to just accept the stupidity and do nothing as you perform. You truly must be thinking I'm an idiot. That I'm going to allow these storylines to be put there, and then you perform this way while you do all these nasty things, while you tell me you're framing me, while you're doing this thing to my mind, manipulating my brain, these disgusting ways. I've made somebody kill a 15-year-old. You must be an idiot to think that I'm going to do nothing. It's okay. I'll show you how much of an idiot I am.